Okay. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's dive right in. We're listening to 432 hertz. Deep healing music for body and soul. DNA repair. Relaxation, meditation. Lovely stuff. I'll post that right now so I don't forget. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. So I'm doing my morning prayers via YouTube. So I have to remember to put the link there so you can find me. And yes, here we go. So that is lovely. Just pause that. Thank you. So I hope you had a good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. It was rocking for me, truly. Let's do some prayers. Yeah, let's pray up before I give you my updates here. Turning within, closing our eyes, taking a deep breath. I am my I am presence. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of my Father, Mother, God, the company of heaven, and every man, woman, and child evolving on this sweet earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of my life and of life itself. I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, action, and feeling that I generate towards more love and more light for myself and my world. Word, I am word. I know who I am in peace, what I am in peace, how I serve in peace. I am here. I am here. I am here. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is sorrow, joy. Where there is darkness, light. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are forgiven, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. For this and more than words can say, we're grateful and thankful. We give thanks. I want to say a prayer here for Brother Tim Brown, whose his brother, Sean, made his transition over the weekend. I believe it was yesterday. Father, Mother, God, we're surrounding the Brown family, Tim and Sean, and everyone involved in this incredible passing of this incredible man who was so deeply loved, cared for, cared about, and looked after for quite a long time. We give thanks for all the love, healing, and blessings that have come from this and will come from this. We bless Sean where he is, knowing he's with God and all is well for him as he takes the next step on his journey home. For this and more than words can say, we're grateful and thankful. We let it be, and so it is. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. Tim is family, and I met Sean a few times. He got quite ill 3 years ago, Tim was saying, and Tim's very good at health and healing, and my nickname for him is Merlin, so he's been looking after Sean, trying one thing and another, smoothies and soups and herbs, and Sean was quite a character, a great sense of humor. Both of them have a great sense of humor. I think there were like 5 or 6 brothers in that family, and there's a sister as well, something like this. Wonderful. Yeah, God bless them. Here's to you, Sean. All right. So let me give you my update here first and get that off my mind. So Friday, I had a plumbing emergency where water was coming out on the floor, and so I called the landlord. He called the plumber. He called the building manager, who called the plumber, and then lovely guys, Jerry and Lee, and PJ came. And PJ, God love him, he had to do 2 trips. He gave it everything he got, and at the last minute, he was able to make things right again, so that I could take a shower and do my laundry over the weekend, all of which I managed successfully. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Jerry. Saturday morning, Lee dropped off a dehumidifier that was collecting a lot of water for 24 hours, and I think that's about it. I had it on all day yesterday. It didn't get much more than that. So grateful for all that. We'll see what is required and needed um, to fix this long term. I was also told on one of Lee's visits, his drop by yesterday, his third visit in 3 days. A lovely guy who I haven't seen for months. That there has been an offer put up on the house and the apartment that I live in. I met a lovely couple and their 2 kids, and we got on great. And they seemed quite interested in me remaining here. So I'll keep you posted. That their offer, I met them about 10 days ago, 2 weeks, something like that. So that's in the pipeline. Yes, as I say, and thank you God for miracles and divine timing and everything working together for good. What's Abraham's thing? Get used to the idea of things working out for you. I'm open to that. I'm on to that. I'm into that. Yes, I'm up for that. My health journey is continuing. David, so let's see. Friday was plumbing emergency, and also Louis Sexton dropped by, called me out for a cuppa, and we had a nice chat. Louis is Irish but lives in France. So we were talking about this, that, and the other, which was great. He's a lovely, lovely chap. I dropped by the library in hopes of picking up my Paul McCartney lyrics that I ordered 6 months ago. Unfortunately, the new computer is a little ahead of the of reality, so it's coming soon. That was a bit of joy, the hope of that, the excitement of that. Looking forward to that. Then Saturday, I strolled down to the market, which, as you all know, is the highlight of my week quite often. I played last week. It was dark. Everyone was talking the whole time. This week was the polar opposite of that. They asked me to play, and I said sure. So I came back up the hill, grabbed the Yamaha, and put on another jumper, and played 15 songs, and was a hit, and made some money, and was very grateful. So that was a joy. And also Declan and I had a chance to really hang out and catch up, which we haven't done for a while, which was also a joy. And he tells me now that the benefit for Ukraine that we're all meant to do is happening the 14th of May. May is lighting up as a huge month already, and looking forward to that. So that's what, 3 weeks from now, something like that. And the other joy was that Declan and Vicky Keating, who are kind of, come and go as far as their time together is concerned, absolutely lovely. They hadn't done a concert a show in 6 months on Vicky's page, Little Rooms, Big Music, but they did a great job Friday night, and I watched it yesterday, and that was a delight. And a shout out to our friend Martin Leahy, who's written a song and was scheduled to do the show with the two of them, but he got ill. Bless you, Martin. But Martin's been given his eviction notice after living in his flat for 6 years here, and so that inspired him to write a song, "Everybody Needs a Home," which evidently is doing well out there on the charts, because it's a big deal right now in Ireland. It certainly was, and now that we have our Ukrainian brothers and sisters desperate for housing as well, yes, it's quite a moment here. So having one's own roof over one's own head is a great thing. Yeah, is a great privilege. And I'm so grateful for it. So I hope it continues. Yeah. Very grateful. So we'll see what happens. All to the good. So Saturday was the market, and sang my heart out. Had a great old time. Saturday night, Teresa, after Addie Lamborn, we were on for an hour with Addie as usual, doing our Oren meditation. Then Teresa Lutnager and I did an interview. Like the minute I was done with that, we started this for 90 minutes. And it was absolutely great. And basically, I just asked Teresa, tell me why you're coming to Ireland. And I didn't have to say another word until we came to, well, thanks for dropping in. But she's going to be in Wales. She's in Mount Shasta right now, and she's giving up her place and getting a one-way ticket and putting her sails in the wind as well. This seems to be the theme these days for many folks, and she is flying out to Wales next month for 4 days, and then coming to Ireland for an undisclosed amount of time, an undetermined amount of time. She's doing her workshop in Sligo on the 19th, 20th, and 21st of May, and I'm invited to go out to that, and I'm hoping to get out to see her for that. And she's invited to come and visit me in Cork as well, and we might do something here in Cork together also. So I'll keep you posted about all that. Very exciting. Haven't had anything like this in years, so this is a joy. And of course, Teresa is just the real deal. What a powerful mystic, healer, channel, all the above. And because of chatting with Teresa, I reconnected with Zahara Celestial, and Zahara and I met each other in 2019 at the Glastonbury event with Enrita Melchizedek. So lots of great catching up, lots of big changes. Boom, 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 boom. A lot going on, my friends. Yesterday was Laundry Day, and little Garrison Keeler on top of Declan and Vicky. Oh, yeah. So the music I was playing. So Leonard Horowitz is a very interesting medical doctor and writer and whatnot. And I think he's maybe a dentist, and but also a brilliant researcher. His newest book, which has just been published, I haven't seen anything from Leonard in a long time, is 538 hertz. And so I typed that in and that frequency, that title to the YouTube, and I wound up listening to that for a couple hours last night. And that was also very healing and very powerful. Okay, so that's me, and here I am Monday morning, ready for action. The other thing was my buddy David dropped by with some of his lovely well water for me, and going through it quickly these days. And we had a lovely catch up. The minute after I'd finished with Teresa on Saturday night, there was David outside, and it's been amazing. The synchronicities are flying thick and fast. And David mentioned MSM for gut healing and digestion and all of that. So I bought some of that yesterday and started it this morning. And that also seems to be answered prayer. And my other joy is I have made this huge bowl of miso veggie udon soup with a few shrimps thrown in for good measure, and every healing thing that the liver likes. And I'm living off that until I finish that stuff. So I had that twice yesterday. Life is good. Life is good. Sadhguru is getting more of my attention. A new frequency of people are beginning to fill the earth. Absolutely. Gandhi, this is one I've said many times. He says, when I despair, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time they can seem invincible. But in the end, they always fall. Think of it. Always. That's it. Veronica Valle, my friend in Texas. She, give me a minute. I'm going to turn my heat down. So, continuing, Veronica Valle. It's Shirley MacLaine's birthday. Her book, Out on a Limb, validated my metaphysical life and experiences and felt like a safe place to land. I could never have imagined that years later I'd be meditating with her in her home in Santa Fe with the soul group that came together to anchor in the light. In honor of all her gifts as a dancer, actor, writer, teacher, trailblazer, It took great courage to share her journey, doubts, fears, and awakening. If you ever think your story won't make a difference in someone's life, think again. Drop into your heart, breathe into love, share the courage. And a great picture here of 30 or 40 people in Shirley's home there with her beautiful, colorful blouse. And there's Veronica in there as well. Great stuff. Wonderful moments. Yes, Out on a Limb. I never read it, but I've heard stories from it. And it was a paradigm shift. It was a game changer, like The Alchemist and Celestine Prophecy and so many others. Ask and it's given. So last night was Worldwide Meditation with Oren and Daben, which Addie Lamborn did a great job of facilitating for all of us. There is a YouTube link here on my page, and we did a very powerful 30-minute meditation. And so the idea was from 9 o'clock to 9:30 that Oren and Daben were transmitting light to everyone who would tune into the meditation. It's not just that time. You can tune into the energy anytime. That's the way it works with spirit. They're not in time or space. They can focus anywhere that the need is expressed or the desire is expressed. So can't recommend that enough. Annie and Sarah and I think we're all on that. So that was great fun, going in this direction. 4 planets lined up, 5 planets. I have a picture here, fantastic. The planets have lined up and the time has come. The alignment of 5 planets, Earth, Mars, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter, as seen from Africa on April 21st, 2022 at 4 a.m. Wow, wow, wow. Really extraordinary. I've never seen that before. Absolutely beautiful. And Patricia has given us a new meditation for this morning. Thank you, Patricia. We will do that before much longer. Arundhati Roy has an interview, one of the most interesting writers and visionaries out there, more political, but very spiritual in her own way. And here is the link for the pilgrimage, Venus Temple pilgrimage, that Teresa and Zahara are doing. And I not only, it's great. Teresa's interview from Saturday has 66 hits already. That's a great response. Thank you if you've seen that, and please share it with people. And also, she did an interview with Denise Chadwick and with Zahara as well. And I might get on and do a chat with Zahara here. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. Judith Kusel, our lovely Judith, she says, continuing the last leg of my journey, as I had drawn the lines on the map long before I went there, standing stones strewn about in the edge. There are rock gongs found as that of the Ruin, one of your highest and most potent energy conductors. This marked the place where the first white lions came down from Orion, Sirius, and Lyra. I had to sing and tone it alive again, although it is still etherically and multidimensionally in place. It links us directly to Sirius and Orion. We found even more and will continue tomorrow. Judith, my friends, never a dull moment as she makes her way across Africa. Teresa, I had never heard of, movie with Matt Damon and Jodie Foster, which is also set in Africa, I think, and in space. But I'd never heard of the term Elysium in that way as a civilization. But Teresa was tuned into it as well. A big shout out to Brother Hank Waddell and his son. He says, our youngest son, Oisin, fine Irish name, pictured here with his cousin Aisling, has been training for and is running in the Brooklyn Marathon today in New York City. I think that was yesterday, of course. He's running to raise funds, for Nazareth House Care Home in Mallow, County Cork. Good for you, my friend. Where my late mother, his grandmother, was so well cared for. You can read about it in Asha's words and donate right here. Brilliant. So the link for that is right there. Fantastic picture of the sky, the clouds, the sea, the hills from Evelyn. Yeah, Callan Sea, Declan's friend and lovely lady I've met a few times. Great picture here of tree stump and human fingerprint. And from Bruce Lipton says, "We are the earth, honoring Mother Nature." How the patterns repeat themselves. I got to mention this. Charles Wildbank, whose beautiful soul is dancing like Fred Astaire down the aisles of a grocery store while somebody's filming him, having the time of his life. Charles is a wonderfully gifted painter and a dear soul who happens also to be deaf, and just a beautiful human being. Bless you, Charles. Thanks for that. Thanks for sharing that. Lisa Ling is showing us a book called Braiding Sweetgrass. Well, we'll save that for another time. Yeah, we lost that. Can I get that back? Sure. La 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 la. Waking up. There she is. Okay, that wasn't tough. This book changed me. We are takers. We take from each other. We take from animals. We take from the land. How much can we take before we can take no more? Robin Wall Kilmer's extraordinary Braiding Sweetgrass, Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teaching of Plants is the most epic love letter to those who have given and continue to give so much, but only get destruction in return. Plants. Indigenous people, those who came before us, they knew. They practiced reciprocity with the land and never took more than they needed. That sadly is a contrarian notion to us. Wall Kimmerer writes, even a wounded world is feeding us. Even a wounded world holds us, giving us moments of wonder and joy. I choose joy over despair, not because I have my head in the sand, but because joy is what the earth gives me daily, and I must return the gift. She says, since reading this book, I have begun to pray with my children. I pray to the Creator to strengthen our resolve, to be protectors of one another, but also to be the protectors of the earth, the animals, and the plants. They have given us so much and are crying out for us to give a little back. Thank you, Breaking Clouds, for recommending this exquisite book to me. It is one that I will cherish as I work to transition myself from a taker to a giver and protector. Happy Earth Day. Absolutely brilliant. Lisa Ling. Thank you, Lisa. Beautiful. And actually, that's a segue to Sadhguru. Addie played his awakening story, which I had never heard before, about being in nature and silence, opening our hearts, just being and asking and being open to receive, and that lit him up at a young age. And he was transformed after that. So his current focus right now in his work is called Save Soil. And there's a link here about him talking about how all the antibiotics have come from literally the soil of the earth and plants of the earth, etc. So that is, again, divine timing with Earth Day. I myself treated myself to a new aloe vera plant, which is fitting in quite nicely, making itself at home here, and looking forward to sharing the space together. This is new from Ali Ray, and then we'll go into our homework, and then we'll do Patricia. Right, where am I? Am I here? Right, okay, just me. Just you, my friend, only you. But there will be more later, no doubt. Dancing with the Whales and the Heartbeat of All, right? Okay. In these many months, I have been with the whales in my nearby ocean, and I have had many multidimensional experiences with them. A few nights before Easter was particularly powerful, and I shared the experience during our recent sacred circle. I was taken deep into the ocean with a large whale pod. Right. Bright white rainbow light illuminated the underwater scene, and the whales were in great song and dance all around me. I could hear the earth breathing, stretching and cracking. I heard glaciers separating and heard massive sheets of ice falling into the sea. Every sound and sensation was welcome in great joy by the whales and by me. She told us a bit of this, the short version, on her in her group on Friday night, which I also sat in on for a little while, about a half hour. It was great. Off in the distance, I heard a sound. At first it was soft. Annie was on the call as well, which is also lovely. At first it was soft, and the whale song seemed to be much louder than it. I heard a sound off in the distance. At first it was soft, and the whale song seemed to be much louder than it. But as I danced in the water, the sound grew louder and louder. I noticed the sound was now dominating the scene. It was a heartbeat, one unified heartbeat. I could feel it in my own heart, coming from the whale hearts and from all of Earth. This magnificent unified heartbeat. The experience was incredible, and when my consciousness shifted back into my room, I could still feel and hear the heartbeat. As I feel guided to share more about this, whales represent the current prophetic movement. Whales are sensitive. They dive deep, and they communicate through song of the deep things of God's heart. In the story of Jonah, it was a whale that transported him from the stormy seas to his destiny. And so too does the prophetic within realign people with their promise and takes them from the stormy seas, purpose, and calling. Excuse me. Whales is God prophetic in a greater way across all streams and dimensions in the days to come. In these experiences, I am able to deeply communicate to the whales and would hear them sing in response to me. Do you know that a whale starts a song in the beginning of migration that it keeps singing and adding to as it travels the large distance to its further destination? Yes. When other whales join in the song, they sing in unison with their melodies like a perfect organized choir. I believe we are in a time where the true hearts are beginning to come into unity and release their sound in unison. The sound is shaking the deep places and calling the earth into order and in resonance to the kingdom of heaven. Quote, there is a divine acceleration coming upon the prophets in both revelation and maturity, and I am moving the prophets into position to be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. That is Deuteronomy, great word, Deuteronomy 28:13. She says, acceleration is upon us, but it isn't something that we just step into. It is a divine grace that God is breathing upon us to surge forward with a new momentum. But it will require a new strength, wisdom, and skill to maintain. When God adds and elevates us higher, God also prepares us to steward it well by increasing our character and ability to carry what pours forth. Humanity is going through a deep heart check right now, not for the sake of judgment, but to draw out and raise up healthy and pure ones who have their sights set solely on love and God, and not on using their life and mantle for their personal reasons and gain. In the days ahead, we will see more and more dear ones who aren't sold out to pleasing man, but have been refined in the fires of the fear and marinated in the holiest of holies. If you are in the fires or are marinating, simply know that all is divinely unfolding and simply surrender fully to your heart. Indeed, great times are upon us. And to those pure hearts who resonate with this message, if you are still, you just may hear the sweet song of a whale singing right there in your own heart, and you may be able to feel your own heartbeat in oneness with the one heartbeat of all. With such deep honor and gratitude to all precious, pure hearts, I bow. Glory, glory, glory be, we one. Love is, love is, love is, God is, God is, God is. Take a deep breath. Ali Ray, my friends. Zowie. Absolutely brilliant. All right, we're coming down the back half hour. I hope I've got my technical bits properly working. Let me just check the audio here. Test, 1, 2. Yeah, that looks all right. All right, well, on we go. We're doing Red Electric Earth for the Mayans today. We're in a new wave spell. Hallelujah. We're in the Blue Eagle, which is vision, create, and mind. That's appropriate. The next 5 weeks need to be a very visionary, creative part of my story here. That's what I've set up for myself, and I'm excited about it and up to the challenges. And today is Red Electric Earth. Red Electric Earth are the energies of activate, bond, service, navigation, evolve, synchronicity. So whenever you're here, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Please share this with anyone you think might be helped by it. That's what it's all about. Spread the word. Shine your light, share your love, and let's do this. I'll read this 3 times. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. Red Electric Earth. I activate in order to evolve. Bonding synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the electric tone of service. I'm guided by the power of birth. Deep breath. I activate in order to evolve. Bonding synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the electric tone of service. I'm guided by the power of birth. Another breath. And last time, Red Electric Earth. I activate in order to evolve. Bonding synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the electric tone of service. I'm guided by the power of birth. Deep breath. We give thanks, we let it be, and so it is. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Waiting for my page to refresh. So much going on. Oh my Jesus God. I had 2 lovely donations there on Thursday. A shout out to Dora Thompson and her lovely friend Priscilla, who sent me a lovely donation, and also to our dear sweet friend Carol, who sent me a very generous donation. So my thanks to both of you. And was hoping to get on and do some music last night, but honest to God, after Friday, after Saturday, I was, ready for bed at 8 o'clock. So we'll put that on the wish list here for next weekend, I think, if not before. Abraham. Oh, we have Tim Wilde this morning as well. Tim is 11 minutes. Well, maybe we'll do Tim and Patricia and go with it like that. Let's dive into Tim.
Which has been extended to the 15 chakras. Good morning, beautiful souls. Happy Monday. I hope you've all had a beautiful weekend. And for Meditation Monday today, I've been directed towards the throat chakra, which is something which, if you've kind of looked through my videos previously, it has been, I tend to work, I work with the 12 chakra system, which has been extended to the 15 chakra system with the addition of the outer major at the back of the neck, the solar junction, high up by our monadic presences, and the higher heart, which rests between our fifth dimensional heart center and the throat. Now, the throat chakra was the one physical chakra that was very much affected by our departure from Atlantis at the fall. Because it is so physical, as in you can hear me speaking now, the vibration of my voice is imprinted with frequencies, tones, languages, light of various different qualities. In order to move into the third dimensional world and not affect or tip the balance, the Atlanteans agreed to what was known as an Atlantean collar, which basically devolved the power of the throat so that the throat could not be used with the incredible resonant healing effect that we had during the days of Golden Atlantis. Now, all of that has changed, though you know, as to say, bygones be bygones, water under the bridge and everything, and we are now reclaiming the power of our throat. But there is a few illusions, or quite a few illusions out there floating within the spiritual field about what is truth imbued with love. And Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel are both stepping forward this morning with what appears to be a diamond to be placed within the throat chakra to harmonize the words that we speak. So when we speak our truth to another person, first of all, it needs to go through gateways. Is it our personal truth? Is it a universal truth? Are the words imbued with love, or are they coming from a point of projection? Because a lot of people just blurt their truth out, saying, well, this is my truth. And in many times, and quite often, those words haven't passed through the necessary gateways. So this is something that we are being required to look at and be very, very aware of at the moment. And I have my friends, Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel, on either side of me. So on this beautiful Monday morning, just take a few deep breaths. As you join me energetically, the archangels will also be with you. So breathe into your throat and your heart center, your heart center and your throat simultaneously. Breathe into your heart. And as you exhale, see the field of light from the center of your heart expand from shoulder to shoulder, but also upwards to encompass your throat. And you'll also feel it around your solar plexus and your navel as well. So a field or circle of light within you. But move your attention to your throat now. And as the gold and the white and the pink of your heart center mixes with the throat, just feel your throat starting to open. You might even want to close your eyes and just raise your head up so the part of the front of your throat is open. Take a crystal, if you have one, and place it upon the throat as Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel start to just do a little bit of work on your throat. Now, just breathing into your heart, breathe into your throat and open your throat. And as you do this, as you open the throat, you are exposing all of the remaining programming, any of the blockages that you may have in there, any kind of karmic wounding, anything that might be blocking your throat chakra from speaking with the resonance of higher love and universal cosmic truth. So having given the archangels permission, if you wish, both Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel, to start to feel them working upon your throat chakra. It might be that you weren't aware of the Atlantean collar and that it has been coming away naturally, or you might still feel the full kind of weight of the restriction around there. Or you might have already done its work, and your throat might be on the way to becoming clear. But as with all muscles, I regard the chakras like muscles to be used. You're almost like a beam from a torch, lighting everyone and everything up around you. And as this work is being done, we're also being joined by Commander Ashtar, whose medical knowledge is incredible on a spiritual level as well. So just sense and feel the three of them now, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel and Commander Ashtar, working around your throat. And Commander Ashtar is serving to decommission any old technology or any implants or anything that may have been placed within your throat to reduce your power either recently or in the past. And just feel your throat chakra, your powerful fifth dimensional throat chakra, being stripped of anything that would restrict you from speaking words of higher resonant truth and love. You might feel collars coming off, you might feel old ropes and chains or symbols being removed. And they're working very precisely and very surgically. And I do believe the Pleiadians are also joining them as well. So as you are joining in, more souls are coming forwards to assist you with the clearing of your throat. At a point in time on this planet where the third dimensional matrix is attempting to stifle and restrict speech, we are doing the opposite. We are opening, we are allowing the voice of our truth, as reflected by our higher selves, to be projected at the highest resonant clarity. So more and more souls are joining Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel and Commander Ashtar to just relieve your throat chakra of all burdens. They're working on the front and the back, so you will feel the attention being spent around maybe the altar major too, around the base of your skull. Just allow them a few moments to do this, and also know that after this meditation is finished, that this work will continue, and you can invite them in to work with you as often as necessary and as possible. You will be called to use your voice to speak to others. You may be asked to do things that you are uncomfortable with, like speak your personal truth to those around you that are not awake yet, or maybe step up from a position of being anonymous to teaching, speaking, presenting yourself on a camera. All of these things are gateways. They're not just the initiation of being seen. This is the initiation of using your voice as a power. So feel that collar coming away. Feel all of that light and truth and integrity being replaced within your throat, so that every word every sound, every command, every song vibrates with a fifth dimensional frequency. And as they finish the work, Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael are now placing a sapphire infused with diamond and gold within your throat chakra. And as they place that in there, just feel or sense maybe just a gentle but powerful flash of light just moving within the chakra, within your throat. And then they're just making sure that it's placed within, balanced and healed. And then just breathe and relax. Okay? Now it might be that you want to come back to that on a regular basis. It might take a few goes, a few attempts, or the work might be ongoing, or you might have to be moving through the initiations in order to do the clearing. Don't worry, it will happen, it will occur. But never before on this planet have we been required to use our throats, our throat chakra, our voices, our ability to speak with such integrity, clarity, truth and power. So that is what we are going to do. Sending you all so much love, wishing you a beautiful start to the week. I will see you on Friday. Bye for now.
Okay, great. Take a deep breath. Thanks, Tim. Thank you. Where am I going now? Boom. Yep. Right, so we're going to, let's see, can we? Oh, all right. Yes, that took a little longer than I planned. We had a drop off there. Let me see, where's the new Patricia? Let's do this. New Patricia, 13 minutes. So we'll go a little over the hour. Thank you. The next step in our Divine Alchemy, Vlog 268.
Hi, Precious Heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. Last week, humanity's elemental vortices were recalibrated in order to allow humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth to safely receive higher frequencies of the fifth dimensional crystalline solar light now flowing through Mother Earth's planetary grid of comprehensive divine love. This recalibration prepared each of us to also receive the greatly intensified influx of the Mother of Pearl resurrection flame that is now bathing the earth. This gift from on high will be exponentially intensified through the partial solar eclipse that will take place on April 30th, 2022. This frequency of the resurrection flame will prepare Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her for the events that will unfold on this precious planet during what the company of heaven refers to as the mystical month of May. Today, the mighty Elohim and the directors of the elements will guide us through the next step in the divine alchemy taking place in our earthly bodies. Through the following activity of light, messengers of God will assist humanity's I Am presence and our body elemental to assimilate and integrate this powerful light into our earthly bodies at an atomic cellular level. This is the next step in the process of transfiguring our carbon-based planetary bodies into fifth-dimensional crystalline-based solar light bodies. If you have the heart call to participate in this amazing opportunity, please join with me and lightworkers around the world as the company of heaven guide us through this activity of light. And we begin. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth. Collectively, humanity's I am presence has now merged into one luminous being of light that is cradling Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her within the divinity of our unified heart flames. Humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth are now breathing in unison with me as one elevated holy breath. What I invoke for myself this sacred and holy day, I invoke on behalf of every person on this planet, in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. I first perceive my glorious, crystalline, etheric solar light body. This is the vehicle that is encoded with my full divine potential and my divine plan. My etheric body is associated with the air element, and it is the vehicle that sets the tone or vibration or all of the energy that enters the world through my physical body. As the next step of preparation for the activities of life I will be called to fulfill during 2022, my Mother God, the Holy Spirit, now baptizes my crystalline, etheric solar light body with comprehensive divine love and the resurrection flame. This blessing seals the new fifth-dimensional crystalline frequencies of the air element within this vehicle, and a scintillating force field of infinite perfection is formed. My crystalline emotional solar light body now comes into view. This vehicle is associated with the water element. It is the body through which the love nature of my Father, Mother God is expressed in the world of form. This is my most powerful vehicle. 80% of my life force is released through my emotional body. My I am presence and my fifth dimensional body elemental step forth to take command of this vehicle. As they do, the full divine momentum of my Father, Mother God's comprehensive divine love begins to flow through my heart flame. This awesome love expands through my crystalline, emotional solar light body and forms a cosmic force field of comprehensive divine love that encompasses the entire planet Earth. This force field of my Father, Mother God's love expands the love flowing through every person's heart flame and opens each person's fifth dimensional heart chakra to new breaths. This enhances the reality that every man, woman, and child on earth will indeed succeed in accomplishing his or her goal of ascending into the fifth dimensional realms of light with Mother Earth and the rest of the solar system. My My Mother God now baptizes my most powerful crystalline emotional solar light body with her comprehensive divine love and the resurrection flame. My feeling nature becomes one with the feeling nature of God. My emotional world is now filled with God's infinite love and all of the various aspects of God's wondrous, comprehensive divine love. This blessing seals the new fifth dimensional crystalline frequencies of the water element within this vehicle, and a scintillating force field of perfection is formed. Now my crystalline physical solar light body comes to the fore. My physical body is associated with the earth element. The limitless physical perfection of my I Am presence is reflected in my magnificent crystalline physical solar light body. My I Am presence and my fifth dimensional body elemental take command of this vehicle. My crystalline physical solar light body is composed of fifth dimensional crystalline cells that are absorbing the new frequencies of light, now bathing the earth and assimilating that light into the atoms and molecules that form each of my cells. My Mother God now baptizes my crystalline physical solar light body with comprehensive divine love and the resurrection flame. The infinite physical perfection of my I Am presence is permanently secured in the cellular structures of my physical body. This blessing seals the new fifth dimensional crystalline frequencies of the earth element within this vehicle, and a scintillating force field of infinite perfection is formed. My crystalline mental solar light body now reveals itself to me. This vehicle is associated with the fire element. My crystalline mental solar light body is one with the divine mind of God. My I Am presence and my fifth dimensional body elemental take command of this vehicle, causing it to blaze like a great sun of light, forming a halo around my head. As the halo of light expands through my mental body, it encompasses all of my crystalline solar light bodies, and I am a radiant sun of light. The sacred fire breath of my Father, Mother God activates my divine mind, and I clearly receive divine thoughts, ideas, concepts, imagination, and all aspects of divine mind beyond imagination. All of these reflections of divine intelligence and divine mind are anchoring and reflecting into my outer consciousness as unity consciousness and divine enlightenment. My Mother God now baptizes my crystalline mental solar light body with comprehensive divine love and the resurrection flame. The divine mind of God is reflected through my conscious mind and perpetually reflects through my mental body. This blessing seals the new fifth dimensional crystalline frequencies of the fire element within this vehicle, and a scintillating force field of infinite perfection is formed. I am now abiding on earth in my etheric, emotional, physical, and mental fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies. Each of my elemental vortices is now reflecting the infinite perfection of its divine potential for this cosmic moment. And so it is. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am that I am. God bless you, dear heart. I look forward to being with you next week.
Okay, take a nice deep breath. Well, that's a good way to start a Monday, I'd say, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Thank you for being here. My angel cards today are forgiveness, intention, and abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From my heart to yours. So, I'm going to close with a prayer here. We'll get some channeling, more channeling here in good order. Thanks for being here. I'm available for one-to-one sessions by appointment and donation, and I'm available for prayer requests. It's always great to have the resource, of both chatting with somebody else who's been there, done that, and might still be there and still doing that to cheer you on. And I always channel in my my one-to-one sessions, and Spirit is always available and always sending us the answer to our questions and our prayers. If we will listen, if we will trust, if we will get out of the way. That's the work. I loved what Tim Wilde did there with the throat chakra, and that just that's lovely for me. And was saying here to Annie and over the weekend, singing, standing at the market, singing 15 songs for about 90 minutes. It's a thing, man. It takes some juice. I've got to be in good form to do that. And of course, it's one of my favorite things in life. So looking forward to the next bit, and so excited to see Declan and Vicky together. I'm so grateful that Tim and Sean had a lot of quality time for his transition. I'm sure Tim is heartbroken to lose his dear brother. They've been so close for so long, and yet, thank God, it happened slowly and knowing what was coming, and they could say goodbye to each other. That doesn't happen every time, as we know. And then just happy to see Declan and Vicky doing their thing together again. They're a wonderful team together. Looking forward to the Friday concert with Vicky and Anya right down the road, where Hank and Declan sang a few weeks ago at the Market Bar. Just can't beat it with a stick, my friends. Walk out the door, go hear some music. And world class, I say. And for Beltane, which Vicky said last night means the fire in the mouth. And I thought, wow, okay, that's pretty powerful and very poetic. I hadn't heard that before. So, and then not to forget, we have a partial solar eclipse of great power that we're running up to on Friday as well. So have a great week. Have a great Monday. If I can help you, please let me know. If you're able to make a donation for the stuff that I do, morning prayers, music, working on the ebooks, working on some other projects. I'm grateful. Thank you. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Happy Monday. Peace.